today, they will have a breakdown. Okay, so there will be a breakdown and overhaul concept, which means that they have to be very careful when they maintain it, or they don't maintain it. Okay, and everything is settable by the CT. So you can set the breakdown point and what is the recovery period, how much impact is going to hurt you when the machine is not running, and so on. So both from the report side and also from the transaction side. Okay, so that is one on the breakdown. Then we are going to do something very, very special, and I think this is going to be a breakthrough, a major breakthrough also from MonsoonSIM, the next version. We're going to have a marketplace, which means that anyone can sell anything on Alibaba, on Amazon. So we're going to create virtual Amazon and virtual Alibaba, depending how you set it. So you can create your market share, marketplace. And therefore, the student will then learn the impact of e-commerce. I think it's very, very relevant to today's kids. Yeah? And there is a lot of knowledge that we can teach on that one. So anyone can post things to sell, anyone can search things to sell, and so on. Now, when you do that, imagine the impact on your game. Marketing, you have to put special attention on the e-commerce. And the e-commerce marketing is very different from the e-commerce on the marketing on retail store. Yeah? I mean, we're talking about a whole new set of concept here. We are talking about click, we are talking about preview, we are talking about review. Which means that if you do not deliver when there is an order, your review on the online world will be very bad. And that will significantly impact your sales. Which is just like how we sell on eBay, how we sell on Amazon. So it will be there, so people can, the students will learn the impact of e-commerce. Which means that the B2B is just one small part of the marketplace. Okay, so anyone with excess property, excess asset can dump their stock online for the other group to be picked up. And our idea is, we hope that this marketplace extend beyond one game. This is our hope. We don't know how we can achieve that, but we want the marketplace to expand beyond a game that is being played in Indonesia and the game being played in Australia. And they will share the same marketplace. Okay? Which means that they can really transact, and we can eventually take the robot out. And it's really human to human, but you're not seeing them. You're not seeing who buys from you, but it's somewhere in Singapore, somewhere in Hong Kong. That's our goal. So this marketplace will live by itself. It will be like a market by itself. Okay? So that is that's going to be one of the major highlights of the next revision. Now, in order to do that, then we have to overcome a few interesting challenges. For example, we cannot have the same marketplace being played by Indonesian and Malaysian based on different configuration. You see the point? Because if someone sells juice here based on $25, someone in Australia is selling, configure the game at $100, then there will be a bit of confusion. So we are moving towards a universal configuration. And you have a choice as a CT. You can pick the configuration that is universal, which means that the marketplace will be universal, or you can pick one that is for your own domain. You can do that. Okay? Marketplace. Okay. Now, I'm not promising whether all this will come on version 7 or what, yeah, or 6. But this is the general direction, but I'm sure it's very good trying to tell you about all this general direction. Also, we are going to make multiple locations, which means that the city can really create a number of locations and let the student choose what location they want to play on. And each location has its characteristics, the market demand and the population, which affect their sales. So for example, a team may decide to move from KL to Bandung because you think that Bandung there's less competitor. So you may want to abandon this marketplace and reach retail and then you move to that retail. So we are exposing the student to understand the market and also the competitiveness. You can move from one area to another. So you have to understand the market potential. Any questions so far?
Actually, I'd like to have the idea of the marketplace. I think this is what we've been asking so much question about. Do you have things like sales online, those kind of stuff? And I think it's a good move to go to the next generations. So my question is, regarding the new marketplace, are we restricted to also like the 3 major products that we're selling, or we add into other products?
We will try, first stage is to accommodate all the products in the game, such as not just the end product, but also the materials and maybe the machine. So you can sell the machine online, you can sell your straws online that you have over purchased. So I think that is the first stage, is to existing product. Because multiple product, then it become, we have to take care of the bandwidth and also the capacity and all the CPU usage. Okay. Okay. Any other question?
How do you justify your universal configuration?
Okay, right. Then we will have a concept called universal configuration, which means that when you load that configuration, you will be playing in a marketplace that is shared by the other one that is loading the same configuration. And that configuration cannot be changed. You cannot change the cost and all that. It's a standard configuration. Because otherwise you will be affecting the other guy's game.
But 2 or 3 games are no need to run together at the same time, right?
We hope not need.
Yep.
We hope you don't have to. Because in the future, there will be a lot of people playing bootcamp. Because by the releasing of bootcamp and so on, there will be many, many people. So we are actually creating a virtual community by itself with its own lifeline. So we will try to limit, basically we want to limit you don't change the configuration too much when it comes to universal configuration. So we have to limit that.
And how about the concept of the drop ships? In terms of you have the marketplace already, the drop ship concept, have you catered on that one?
Yeah, very good point. We are thinking about it. We are thinking about having multiple warehouses where you can create distribution center and so on. Thinking. Because when you run MRP is actually based on one location. It's always like that. You can run SAP MRP, it will be based on one location. So if we have multiple distribution center, you have to run multiple MRP. Which it takes more complicated and so on.
Yep.
Yeah. But again, all this will be advanced level, which means that you still do your, what you do today, 6.0 baseline. Yep. But then you have a whole lot more that you can run.
And how about the concept, is it like a MRP as a software that they have to purchase, and also the amortizations?
We can put that in MRP as a investment, but we have already got it. So to put it in is not adding any more value. Then not adding any more training educational value. That's my point. We could. It's more real. It's more real for them to invest in CRM and, for example, invest in MRP and so on, which is in real life it is a big investment, like they buy SAP system.
Yeah.
Right? It's a big investment. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we say that, look, if you don't buy SAP, then you don't get this thing. Right? If you want to buy, then you buy, then you get a lot of help. This investment, are you willing to make that investment? Is a very, very good thinking for real company. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. Just like marketing report, whether they dare to buy, that depends on their thing. Well, maybe we put it in.
Yeah.
And how do you amortize, or how do you depreciate your software investment? I don't know. We have to consult SAP and say, right? Normally, how do you depreciate software? Is it 3 years or what? It's interesting. We can use this to show the power of integrated system, for example. Right? Without this, then they don't have this report and so on. With this, then they can give this report. Now, a lot of students will start to understand the power of integrated system. Maybe it will take us on a report if they don't buy this integrated system. I mean, I don't know, is integrated system a big part of the company now? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So maybe we put it in.
And also maybe some of the concept about SRM, the supplier relationship management.
Yeah,
I think
we can put SRM in there also, and it's very interesting. It's also part of the ERP, overall ERP, right? When we put SRM, that means that the student, the player can actually, the supplier can actually monitor the vendor, your store, right? And the supplier can trigger the shipment on your behalf and so on and so on. It's interesting. SRM. Look, there is unlimited amount of things that we can do. Unlimited. From here on, because the basic ERP is already there. All we have to do is to put these things in the right place at the right time. We don't want to scare the student. We don't want to make it too hard, but we want to make an evolution, a path for them to learn all this. And remember, every new concept, we are going to create a course out of that, so that they can just run the course.
And how about the learning log of the learner? Learning logs, for example, they have some of the software that can capture the activities of these students, and we can measure what's the angle that they always play, which angle that they haven't played.
Oh, very good point. Yes, very good point. We can capture, for example, who has been doing all the approval and who has been doing all the transaction triggering.
Yep.
Right? And who is always doing this thing and who is always doing that thing.
Yep.
It's a very good thing. And we can compare that. Now, all of you, have you seen the latest 6.0 results? Like compare quarter by quarter? You can do it now with 6.0, right?
Haven't. Can you show?
Yeah. Okay, you can really, if you run a game here.
Yes. I always.
Yeah. Session.
Yeah.
In a session.
Oh, just end section by section,
yeah,
right, and do a comparison.
You can save your course in a session, and then you can run the game, and then save it again, and then run the game again, and then you can compare the P&L across 3 sessions.
How many maximum sections that we can do comparisons?
Depends on the server you subscribe.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it will be a limited, yeah. Okay. And the bootcamp is also limited to look at your server subscription. The bigger subscription, you get more bootcamp. You can send your student to more bootcamp.
Yep.
But it's very, very good. Any other thing? Dr. John?
I really wonder about how you're going to count the bootcamps, reward bootcamp. It's only count by when the student pass or counting all everybody. Yeah.
Okay. The bootcamp comes like this. We are going to generate a set amount of voucher to you on your server. Then you can freely assign this, using this voucher, you can assign to any student you want. And the student can take the voucher, and then if they pass stage 1, for example, then they go to stage 2. If they use the voucher, then you count as 2 vouchers being used. They go to 3, it's 3 vouchers being used, and 4 and so on. There's a limit of the voucher, it will count down until you run out of voucher. Okay, so which means right now your teaching becomes so much easier because you can just run a 2-hour session and then say, okay, from now on you learn by yourself. I'm going to assign you to a group boot camp. And believe me, the boot camp is very, very busy. I mean, from what SUSS has done, have you received a lot of notification? A lot, right? Sometimes the boot camp notification go all the way up to at night, midnight, Saturday, Sunday, just keep going.
That's early.
Huh?
Midnight is early.
Midnight is early. Right. So with this boot camp, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Thank you.